This is a manufacturing engineering process work instruction around creating a change request, also known as a CR or a QIR. For this example, we're going to be requesting through engineering an update to a drawing and an update to the affected bills of material to change it from an 8-digit part to a 10-digit part. So we will begin by searching for the part in question. And we're going to click on the WT part. And it'll come up under the Details tab by default. And we're going to go ahead and click on the Where Used tab and see all the bills of material where that part exists under. And I know that because that's the very next level under the 8-digit part number up here. So, normally I would go into one of these bills of material before I start the create new change request, but since we're actually going to request an update to the drawing for this part, we're going to go ahead and start the change request from the 8-digit part number for the part itself. So we'll go to the Actions menu, go to New, and New Change Request. Alright, so now we've got, let's see, I'm going to drag this form over here and then leave my Where Used bills of material over on this side. Alright, so first step is setting the attributes for the change request. This is certainly a sustaining change, not an NPD. That would be if you were creating a change request for new product development. That would be any new product that has been in production for less than 1 year. Those are pretty much the only two categories we use. We don't typically use the PCR, which would be overseas, or SAO. So we'll click on Sustaining Change, and then we're going to follow a standard for the naming of the CR. We're going to begin by typing in a model number or model numbers that the CR will affect. And if I go over here and look in the Where Used list here, I can easily tell that this is going to affect the Triton Flex Tier 3 families, as well as the Tier 2, which is the Orion families. So let's go with the nomenclature of HP 750 slash XP 825 WCU dash Tier 3 slash or Tier 2 slash Tier 3. So that'll kind of hit all the models that this is going to affect. Then comma, space, and then a brief description of what we're wanting to do. So in this case, we're going to update central drain bracket to 10-digit format. Okay. Category, if you know one of these specifically that this would apply to, you can choose that. 9 times out of 10, I'll just go with other. Request part order should always be low unless this is some kind of safety hazard or something like that, but low is typically good enough. The need date, we just push out 30 days from today's date, so 2016-03-09. Alright, now we've got the description, which is where we're going to list the problem, our problem statement, and then under the proposed solution, that'll be where we request what we're wanting to happen. Okay, so our description is the part number central drain bracket is structured under central drain bombs for the Orion and Triton families, which have black frames. I should say central drain bracket is structured in 8-digit beige format. Okay, so our proposed solution is to update the drawing for the bracket to current standards to support a 10-digit variant. And then we want to update affected objects from 8-digit to 10-digit format. So that's kind of a step 1 and a step 2. Okay. It's not required to fill in a recurring or non-recurring cost. Change type is always going to be QIR, obviously, since that's the only option. And in this case, I don't see any need for a prototype to prove out this change request. And I would not consider this a VAV. Typically, these are always just going to be left default at no. Alright, so now we've got all of our attributes set, so we're going to click Next. Affected end objects, just always click Next through that. Now here's our affected objects, and since we created the change request from the 8-digit part number, it's automatically going to show up in here. That'll automatically add that into the affected objects table. But we also want to add over here, the where used first level bills of material. We have 3 of them. That will be what tells engineering to update these bombs from the 8-digit to 10-digit. So we're just going to copy over here and come down here, add by number, paste. And when it comes up, you'll see the part number and then the revision level, and then you'll see one that is the part number _ PP. That stands for the process plan. And we do not want to add that. We just want to add the bill of materials. So click on that first one here, and you'll see it pop up. And we'll come over here and get our second one, copy, and paste. There we go. And the third one, copy and paste. Okay, and we can make some comments in here. To this one, we're going to update the drawing to current standards, and for the bills of material, we'll use the same comment of update from update 2213 8515 to 10-digit SB format. So we'll copy that and paste that in both of those. And then we click Finish. You'll get a message come up that says just confirming that you want to submit now, or you can submit later if you need to come back and add more information later that you may not have now. But we're done, so we'll click Submit Now. And back in our other screen, you'll see a confirmation that we successfully created the change request, and here's our CR number. And get rid of that. Back on the Windchill home screen, if you scroll down to your updates table here, you'll see that newly created change request in your updates. And you'll see the current state of it, who it's with, and all that if you want to click on the details. But that's it. That concludes creating a change request to engineering.